was talking to an extended family member recently about my PTSD and my CPTSD, and I said that one of the hardest parts about living with it is that so few people really know what it is. And they said, actually, Ellen, that's not true. They got really defensive. They said, I know what PTSD means. Everybody knows what PTSD means. And I said, right, you know what the acronym means, but you know that I have PTSD like I know Selena Gomez has lupus. I know it's not good. I know it must be difficult and challenging to live with every day. And I know I have a general idea of what it is, and I know some of the main symptoms based off what I've gleaned from the media. But I don't know a lot about it. I've never read a medical article. I've never read a book about it. I don't fully know what lupus is, and I can't imagine what it's like to live with it every day. I just don't know enough. I've never sat down with a person with lupus and asked them what their day-to-day life is like, how it affects them. And if anything, I constantly forget that she has lupus, and I'm constantly comparing her to what I consider her best self. And what's kind of messed up about that is what I consider to be her best self is the version of her that best pleases capitalism, right? Her best self is also the days where she has really severe symptoms. Again, don't know what they all are. And she survives it and she powers through. That's her best self too. And I said, when I tell people that I have PTSD, I think what they sometimes hear is that sometimes I feel scared. Sometimes I feel uncomfortable in social situations, and sometimes I have bad dreams. And don't we all? And I know that there are people who think I'm being dramatic, and I know that there are people who think that if I just reframed my way of thinking or chose to be more positive, I wouldn't have these issues. And it feels really isolating and lonely because when you have any kind of mental health diagnosis, you move through the world in kind of a different bubble than everybody else. And that sucks, and that's lonely enough on its own without people thinking they understand you, and then in doing that making it very clear that they don't. And I'm not saying this so that people will be like, I'm not saying, oh, boo-hoo, poor me. Everybody goes through life feeling misunderstood from time to time. I'm just saying that if you have somebody in your life with a mental health diagnosis, like, read a book, read a medical article on it, ask them what their day-to-day life feels like, what the hardest parts of living with it are like. I know that when people I love have gone out of their way to learn about PTSD, it's been so helpful for me. It's helped me feel loved, it's helped me feel seen, and they've been able to notice and help me with my triggers when I haven't even realized that I've been triggered or been having a symptom. And for the love of God, don't find all your information on social media. Like, get valuable sources. If you're in therapy, ask your therapist. Say, someone I love has this diagnosis. Can we talk about it? Maybe you don't want to spend your money and time that way, but I'm just saying it would be helpful to the people you love.